Alright, folks, and welcome back to the channel. We're here to discuss the weekend's game as we travel to Easter Road to face Hibs on Sunday. We'll also discuss the news that the season tickets for the next, the 26-27 season have now been put on sale. We'll also discuss that, and we'll discuss a bit about the interim chairman's sit down with Jerry McCulloch. But Alistair, I mean, we may as well start there before we go into the preview for Hibs. I kind of thought when I seen that, the interim chairman's sit down, I thought season tickets are not going to be very, very far behind it, and they weren't. The day the renewal get opened, and the comments, as you would expect, perfectly normal on Twitter.
I, I, I was going to say, Josh, I have expected it this week as well because it just has to be done at the
Aye.
season's ending. So I don't get all the hullabaloo when the season tickets. If you want me to be honest, I'm surprised I've gave us this long to renew.
I
To
don't
be
think it's
honest,
I don't think it's that fans are annoyed with, and I get with support. I think it's just the barefaced cheek of them.
well,
We'll bring you
couldn't
out
have
a PR.
You couldn't have marked that sports night with a blowtorch.
Aye, we'll bring you out a PR statement, and then everybody will jump on board and renew season tickets. And I'm gonna just cut to the point. People will sit and renew season tickets. I'm gonna be honest with you. If
Of
I'm
course
being
not, because they're
brutally
going to
honest,
lose them.
if I'm being brutally honest, I've already done it. So because, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't. I'm not busy. I'll probably not remember to renew it. I also know I'm fucking forgetful as fuck at times, right?
Aye,
But
aye.
so I've done it, and I'm like, I get the whole final day thing, and I'm fully behind people doing that. I just don't know what difference it's gonna make if you want. If I right, so what the club only going to look at it right is it might make small subtle differences. I get that, but right, oh shit, the fans haven't renewed to the final day. Let's go and get Pep Guardiola in the door. It's not. They, it's not going to change too much, because the fans will know. No, the club will know. Unfortunately, and this is they've
Aye. They'll have seen the collectives.
they've
Uh,
got you by the balls, because if you don't renew, they've got there's a big waiting list. And that's
well,
the thing with season tickets. That's how I kind of sum it up. We're all going to renew. If you if you choose not to,
I,
also you choose not to. But
you're saying choice, but I spent years waiting for one, Josh. It
aye,
was a while ago. So I'm, I'm not going to be cut my nose off to spite my face. I
it's
mean,
annoying. Does it
I,
fucking annoy me that I need to give the bastards my money every season? Aye. Um, but
but
I think we've always said match tickets are excluded from boycotts, whatever else, and I think that's the way it should be. You can't. If people like to go to football, it's part of people's livelihoods, and it's part of
I
people's.
mean, I mean, Celtic's a way of life to people.
Aye,
I mean, I mean, who am I to say you should boycott this, you should boycott that, don't renew and all of this shit. But I'll tell you, you'll you'll not get it back, and that's where they've got you, as you
aye,
say, by the balls.
they've got you by the bollocks. If you want me to be honest, and it's annoying. Honestly, um, you know, it don't really piss me off. I knew as soon as that statement, I was like, right, season tickets are not too far behind.
You always know it has to fall on a Friday as well.
Aye, these will all be already. They'll all be pre-planned, all this sort of stuff and things. But I mean, the statement, it was just PR nonsense as usual from the Labour MP. That is Brian Wilson.
Aye.
Um, Nothing
Well,
really
to
new.
be
He talked
fair,
about.
he's been used to talking shite all his career, so why should he stop now?
Um, it's just all the usual stuff, talking about unity and all that. It's quite great to have unity back. I don't think that unity's back to the level that they think it is. I think what's happened is people have, put the whole board thing to the back burners because we've got a league
A
to
wee
try and win.
title to one eye.
Um, But Unity's not, as soon as the summer comes, the fans will be back onto their case. So I don't really buy this shite that Unity's been,
I,
Unity's been established. Nah, I don't buy it. I really don't.
I don't want this to happen. Forget the summer. If, if Sunday goes wrong, and please God it doesn't, um, we'll be right back in the board's case because I blame the board for all this.
I know we should be. No matter even if Celtic win the league title, we should be back on the board's case because yet again there's more season ticket rises when the product in the
Aye,
park is pathetic and probably been the worst it's been in decades. If you want my honest
aye.
opinion,
Well, the worst I've seen.
um, probably the worst since probably the 1990s. In my no, you're probably better to ask that because I've not seen the
He's,
1990s.
he's trying to say I'm an old bastard.
Yes, I'm trying to be nice by saying that you're, and so no, but I mean the product goes up again, and I know we've seen rises at Rangers and other clubs, but what I would say about like clubs like Rangers, they're going to spend in the summer,
I'd have already said that.
but I'm not sure what we are going to if I will
Well,
spend,
put it this way, we need to spend.
but how much?
Aye.
How much
Well,
will we recruit? And that's the thing. If you're going to put the price up, a product, then that goes for anything. You need to get your supporters, I mean to say right, no, this is why I'm going to pay extra money. No, just well if I don't pay it, I'll lose it. Because that's the only value in a Celtic season ticket now.
aye,
If you're being honest, that is the only value of a Celtic season ticket. Oh well, somebody else will get it. I can't have
aye,
that. You don't get free friendlies, you don't get anything else. And, you know, and I'm just talking about, the base kind of season ticket. Obviously, ours is discounted, so we can't really complain as much because we've got a disabled season ticket, but I'm talking about more for just for the, an overall supporters base. To
aye.
increase a season ticket by whatever
Three
percent,
percent it was.
was it 3%? And I get inflation, but the problem is Celtic are following whatever other thing in the world seems. The product seems to get worse, and the price seems to get bigger, and that's the problem. But this isn't even the product getting worse. This is the worst it's been in God knows how long.
Definitely, mate.
There's no added value in a season ticket anymore, apart from somebody else will take it.
Mind you used to get a rucksack or a
Just to get
beach
something,
ball or
or
something,
a
man.
friendly or something. Didn't even get a friendly. Had to pay 40. I mean, fuck that. I'm sorry, but that is just. And it'll be the same this summer. We'll have some friendly again. I don't know, Aston Villa or something.
That'd
Here's
be nice. That'd
here's.
be nice.
It might
Huh?
be nice because, but I'm certainly not paying for it. Sorry,
Aye.
it's just it's and that's the thing. And people might think I'm moaning and stuff, but there's no
You
value in
moan?
it.
No, never.
There's no added value in a Celtic season ticket anymore. There's generally nothing. There's no value, and that's not just for our tickets. That's for people that sit in the main stand, people that sit in off stands, jocks team, whatever. There's no added value for any supporters now. And then
Uh,
that for that 20% increase, on 20%, 3% increase, you don't even you're kind of what your so-called owner or whatever the fuck they call him, right? He doesn't.
Absentee landlords.
Absentee landlord. He doesn't decide to turn up AGMs, but will continue to hike prices up.
Mm.
Doesn't
Aye.
really make sense to me, to be honest. But obviously the deadline I think is end of May, so
29.
I think they will. I'm not going to dress it up as something is. I think they'll be. I seen Rangers. They had like 98% renewal rate. I think Celtic will be around the same. They always are. To be honest with you, I think. So I'm not going to sit here and say, "I people are no renewing their jobs," because that's just not the case. We know
Aye.
that. People
People
will renew.
mump and moan, but when it comes to the crunch,
It's
they'll
Celtic.
pay it.
And they've got to cause of loyalty. That's all it is. They've got to because of
Oi, boy.
loyalty, and it's hard for supporters. I know like yourself who's been gone for a long time to just suddenly not have that on a Saturday to go to the football. So That's what they've got you, and it's fucking annoying. Honestly, it really pisses me off.
Mhm.
It
I
pisses me
know,
off.
but what I would say, Josh, is the only Celtic, I know football in general would would ask for an increase in money without a chairman, without, let's be honest, without a CEO, without a
Can Michael Nicholson
manager.
actually speak? Like, there's
Aye,
another one with Brian Wilson.
aye.
He has to be going at the end. I'm sort of he. No, that's confirmed. If he's not even on, the kind of season ticket sale thing, because that's what that statement was. Let's be honest. It was let's try and one last rallying call for season tickets. If he's not even on
Let's
that,
be honest.
he's
Let's
gone. It
be
has to be.
honest, Josh. He, they were, uh, we're not on this channel to start rumours, but there were rumours that it was working his notice, and that has to be true.
The fact that
That
a chief
has
executive is getting overruled by a non like who an
an
interim
interim
chairman.
chairman.
I mean, it's mental. It's just so yeah. Michael Nixon must have left his job or is about to leave his job. We've got no proof of that, but I'm just putting two and two together
Well, it's
because
common
surely we'd have heard
sense.
from now.
Well, I was trying to work out earlier. When was the last time
I
we
think it
heard
was
from an
like
ag? It
Wilfred
was
after the Dundee
Canada's.
United game.
It was before the United game. It
And he
come
came out and
out.
said results under Wilfred haven't been great, and we're going to back him in the trans. That was it. That was the last time we heard for Nicholson. I think what's happened is he said after the whole Nancy, debacle and all that, I think they've come out and said, right, no, you're responsible for this. Um, but the thing is, I've said this before. Michael Nicholson goes, Dermot Desmond's not going to be going to appoint somebody that's going to
Well, I,
rock the
I
boat.
found it interesting. This was the one bit of juicy gossip that Brian Wilson come out with in the 4 minute spiel you got. He did say there'll be changes in the board. Now,
Aye.
I must say that's got to be Michael Nicholson.
Aye, it has to be. But it's who you're replacing them with. They're just going. This is a problem. Everybody's talking about changing the board and talking about getting into the future, like getting into like kind of digital era and all that sort of stuff, so to speak. But you're forgetting that this club don't want to. They don't, and it's like
Stuck
don't.
in the ways, aye.
Aye, and see all the stuff in the statement. I only listened to about 2 minutes and turned it off. I was like, I've heard of this shit before. All this, we need to get better in the transfer window, all this sort of stuff. And I'm just like, here we go again.
I heard that it's like
It's like a book.
Tam
They just read out a book every season.
it's like Tam it's like Tam using the same excuses in the still game trying to combo about the
And
Klansman.
then,
That's what it's
and
like.
then they come out with, I thought the atmosphere was brilliant against Falkirk. That showed great unity. I'm like, what, one decent atmosphere? And
Ah,
everything's all hunky dory. And the
well,
atmosphere was good on Saturday, don't get me wrong. But, it's like, one decent atmosphere, the Greenway is everything's hunky dory again.
the the only positive I'm gonna take, and I know about 150 fans have been moved, but the boys in the GB will be together.
But that's the only positive for me. And I'll tell you why it's a positive, and I get people have, had seats for years, and, I get that there's, it's no, but I've always been
You
Celtic
can't.
Parks.
Well, I'll be honest. Is it fair the way they've done it? No, but
But it's about trying to get the atmosphere good at Celtic Park. I'm sorry, and without trying to sound really, mean and whatever, I don't care about individual fans. I obviously care about supporters and stuff, but whatever makes Celtic better is what my aim is. I get, it's not ideal having to move seats, but I've always been the idea is if it helps Celtic and helps the atmosphere, and boys that need in need of major help, the atmosphere, then I'm all for it.
yeah, but I do wonder uh, when the Celtic board do something, you've got to wonder what what's the motive behind it.
Oh, there'll be a motive in it. It will not be
I
for us. There'll be some sort. I
I
don't know. but it is pleasing, and I think it'll be good for the atmosphere, and hopefully it can lead to maybe, I
Aye,
don't know, in the future
definitely.
a Celtic kind of end, because I'm a big advocate for that. I think it could really work at Celtic Park if they've also put the right things in place. But no, I think overall they still need to remember they've put that these board members have put us in this situation, and they've decided to that merits a prize rise, which I just
And where's the ac-
there's no
accountability?
clarity, there's nothing,
They've
there's no
no gave us
clarity.
anything.
No,
They've just
exactly.
said it's that only the excuse gets gives you money.
That is that
Uh,
is exactly what it is.
don't
I've
complain,
got it
gives you
right.
the
Actually,
give
I've
you
got it here.
money.
That just right, look, we'll sum up the Celtic season ticket campaign in 17 minutes.
The statement reads as follows: Go away. Mind your own business. Gi's a break. It's no our fault. We're just custodians. Gi's money. Thank you.
We didn't even need to talk for 15 minutes about this. We could have literally just played that clip and then moved on to Hibs.
Aye, aye.
Honestly, I wish I'd done that now, to be honest. Seriously, it would have we didn't need to waste 15 minutes. That is literally, the one thing I will say that probably goes against it is the fact that at least they've come out and said something, but what are we signing up for next season? What is a new Celtic going to look like? Aye, they're saying new board members, but, they could have come out and said, aye, we're progress. But the thing is, this is what Amsey sending an interim chairman out, because he's not probably got a clue.
Let's be honest, Brian Wilson's no got the autonomy to tell you what's happening. He probably doesn't even know.
Exactly. So they can't. But this is where a chief executive is. Imagine we had one of them. Oh wait, we do. Just doesn't speak.
And gets a
Anyway.
£1 million a year.
Oh,
But he
some job
struggle.
that is, isn't it? No speaking, getting a million a
Oh,
year. Where do I sign
oh,
up?
aye. He
Honestly,
probably do a better job, to be fair.
I see. If it's, I would love what the job application is for the Celtic chief executive.
Sit
Just,
in the corner of the
aye,
quibble.
just shut up. End of statement. Just shut up. Don't say anything.
Aye. There's Dermot tells you.
Aye, pretty much. But no, that is the season ticket campaign. Probably summed up pretty perfectly. But moving on, Alistair, to the actual football, because we actually have got a game that actually does mean quite a lot this weekend. We travel to Easter Road to face Hibs. I don't know how we feel about this game at all, to be honest. I really don't, because
I'll be
Hibs,
honest,
Hearts
Ross,
are top of the league.
I'm backing it.
I don't know, I could genuinely see Hibs doing an absolute madness and basically give it, because I honestly think it's as simple as this. I think if we lose on Sunday, we're out of it. Right, I'm going to be honest.
Aye,
And I
I would
think,
agree. With the
and I
goal
think if
difference, I would agree.
I think if Hearts beat Rangers on the Monday, they've won the league.
Aye,
I
if
think
we
it's as
lose,
simple as that.
if we lose, I
If
wouldn't
we
con-
lose,
I wouldn't concede it if we won and Hearts won. No way
no,
would I.
no, 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 it's still alive at that point. But if we lose and Hearts win, it's done.
Aye,
To be honest with you, because I think if Hearts beat Rangers, Rangers are out of it. We lose, we're out of it. So inadvertently, Hibs would have handed Hearts the league. Let's be not
aye.
talk this week about.
I'm actually quite looking forward to the Hibs fans atmosphere because I think it'll be a bit. Do we really want
They
to?
score to make it 1-0. All you hear is boo. Is that coming for the Celtic fans? No, it's the Hibs fans.
I won. I mean, I've never been in that position. Please God,
Well,
don't
we
let
might
it.
be at the end of the season.
Please God, no.
Aye.
And I'll be honest, Ross. I thought you were going to ask me how I wanted the Hearts Rangers game to go. I'm a bit. Let's worry
Focus on
about Hibs
yourself.
first.
Yeah,
Aye.
exactly. I don't. That's why I never asked it, because I know that would have been your answer. I know you too well. You're kind of the same thing as me. I don't care what Hearts and Rangers do, to
I'll
be honest.
care about it If
Care
we
about it Monday
won,
night when we know. And at the same time, I'm not really care because I think either way it goes, I think Celtic win with it, to be honest.
aye,
Because if you
aye,
look at it, Hearts win, Rangers are out of title race, they're not going to win the league. I'm
and
sorry,
they're not
and
getting 60 million quid.
aye, right. If Hearts and Rangers draw, Celtic, that's probably the best result for Celtic, let's be
Aye.
honest here. And if Rangers win, it's just kind of narrowed the gap to Hearts and an opportunity for both Celtic
I
and
think
Rangers.
the last one, the worst one of the lot, in my honest opinion,
Aye,
because
probably.
I think that would make the derby very
Oh, it'd be
nervous.
massive. I think with the momentum, I think if it was the kind of third results of Rangers to win at Hearts and we did win the derby, I think whoever wins that derby might have enough momentum to push on and probably win the league.
My hope, Josh, is that Hearts slip up the following week at Fir Park. That's my
Aye.
hope. If you want
Well,
my
that's what we're doing now. We're hoping, but in terms of Celtic point of view, because it has all been about Hibs and how they're going to do it and stuff, and they've had to come out with the professional jargon. Oh, we need professional football players. We need to remain
well,
professional.
what else do you want me to say?
I know
No,
they're all going to come out and say, "Aye, we're going to just let Celtic players run by us." I'm going to be honest. I think deep down, this could come back and really bite me in the backside. But I look at it, I think, do Hibs want Hearts to win the league? No. So
no.
I don't
As
know.
I said to you earlier, I will be interested to see how the Hibs fans handle it. I don't think it's going to be intimidating. Put it that way. I
I
could be
don't think,
wrong in that.
the one thing I will say as well, even though this has happened about what Hibs are going to do, Celtic players can't take it lightly either. They've still got a job to go out and do.
Well, Martin O'Neill's come out with many funny quotes, but he did say, I wouldn't I wouldn't want Rangers to do us a favour, which I thought was quite funny. The day's press conference, because he was asked about it, and he kind of said, I wouldn't go that far. That I would want Rangers to do us a favour. But I think it was more a typical Martin O'Neill quip,
I think
to be
Martin O'Neill's at the
honest.
point where I'm at. I just don't think he wants Rangers anywhere near the league.
No.
I think I'm not saying he's made peace with Hearts winning the league, but I think it'll be like, right, fair enough, they've probably deserved it. Whatever else. I've not made peace with Hearts. I also want Celtic to win it, but I would be able to take Hearts winning the league with a lot more than
Well, because
Rangers.
me, I don't know if you know many Hearts fans, Josh.
I
I
know
don't.
one. I know
So I'll
one.
be alright.
One from you now.
I'll probably know one or two. But I know a hell of a lot more Rangers fans.
Aye. No, I
And
know.
and that would make me, I would feel physically sick. Because how have we managed to let a team, let's be honest, assembled by Russell Martin, potentially have won the league?
Aye, I know. But that's thanks to the Celtic board we're in that situation. But no, I mean, team selection wise, on that actually, I don't know if you've seen Celtic put an interview with Casper Schmeichel at the night.
Aye,
Um, only watched a bit. They discussed how well Sinisalo and that was doing, and he's no surprised and stuff. And I'm like,
I
you
could,
take you take
I
money out of
couldn't,
bank
Josh.
accounts and then
I
engage with
never
Casper Schmeichel.
watched it.
I didn't either. I watched a bit. I was, and then I just went, you take money out of bank accounts, and you go, yeah, here's a Casper Schmeichel interview.
I will go. Well, read the room.
Honestly, I mean, there's a lot of read the rooms. I mean, with Celtic at the moment, they're just. I actually feel for the media team and PR team
Aye,
because I don't
well,
think they can win as much.
club. I think at the moment, whatever Celtic TV put out,
Whatever Celtic do, they can't win, unfortunately. The
but
only
they
thing they're
put
going to win is
themselves in
if
that position.
they put a tweet out that says Celtic are the champions of Scotland, then they'll definitely win because then. But then they'll probably tweet saying, "All right, now onto the board," so they can't really win. But in terms
Aye,
of the team, I think it's pretty simple for me. I think Sinisawa remains in goal. Johnson for me comes straight back in.
aye,
He needs to play a big role throughout the end of the season. Centre halves. Austin Trusty, alongside 5-year contract Liam Scales. I just still can't get my head around that. But anyway, that's left back. I'd like to see Sriracha.
I think Sriracha would be misleading somewhat on enough.
I think Tierney's played a lot of games as well, so I'd like to see Sriracha. He's been solid. Also, there's been talk about us hopefully getting him permanent or maybe on another loan next
That
season.
would be a start, Josh.
He's
I
only
like
all the
Sriracha.
signings we've made. He's only played. Obviously, I'm not including Tierney in this, but all the signings, he's the only one I'll take. Negrin, obviously, but in terms of loans and whatever, he's the only one. The rest
Well,
fucking.
you would take a Rojo, but that's not
Aye, that's
happening.
not happening. I've just kind of. Midfield for me. I still think Cal McGregor will play.
Aye.
Um,
Well, can I give you my midfield?
aye.
I would go Arne Engels, Cal McGregor, Rio Hatari,
I'd probably agree.
if I'm honest.
I don't know what it is because obviously Martin came out with some statement about Hatate and I wasn't really sure what he meant by it all. It was just, the whole Hatate situation is just
It's
really
like,
confusing for me.
you know what it's like, Josh? We all know it. Everybody was bad at Tannadice, which was the last game
I thought
Hatati
Hatate
played.
was one of the better players. If I'm
Aye.
being, and I've been one of Hatate's biggest critics, but I thought when he moved to right back, at least he had a shot. I
I
thought he was
just,
amazing, but
I just think that when a Celtic are better team with Hatati in it, yes, they are.
I think so. Front three for me. Maeda, I think Maeda's played himself back into form, hopefully, and hopefully maybe can
Where would you
continue.
play him?
Up front.
Would you? Aye.
I just think the pressing ability, he can force players into making a mistake and stuff. Is he great up front? No, I don't think so. But I would play him up front.
And you're forcing Hibs to defend a bit deeper.
Aye.
It's easy territory, I suppose.
Right wing, James Forrest for me.
In 2026, I
I
know.
know, but that's where we're at. I just think, especially I think Yang's been decent enough, but I think Yang might be better coming off the bench.
Aye,
Hibs
we
are
need
tired.
Tire. I
Aye.
completely agree.
Unless he plays obviously Yang on the left, which he may well do. Do you know,
Well,
Yang
I
on the
wouldn't be
left-hand side.
surprised if he plays Maeda in the left, Yang in the right, and Ian Nacho,
I think he's got this thing in his head that he can't start Kelechi and Nacho up front.
because you've nobody to bring on if
I
it
just
goes.
think he's got. If Kelechi and Nacho was going to start any game up front, it was last week and he never. So I was like, right. That's when I thought. That's when I kind of gave up on it. I'm going to go Yang, Forrest, and Maeda for me up front.
Aye, well, you're probably right, but would I be shocked with the three that he could do that? He could do that.
I think it would be. I think Maeda, he just looked back to his best last week. He looked like Maeda last season, what we've expected from him. So I think it would be a bit.
I'm not being funny, Josh. Was that because Falkirk play open and
I
expansive?
think Hibs are going to do the exact same. I don't think Hibs are going to. They can't. They honestly can't. Hibs don't sit in.
And that, I suppose you could say that's the one good thing about the top six.
That's what I was going to say.
Team that we've got,
No team we face are going to sit in.
and that
Because
makes
Rangers won't next weekend either. Motherwell won't. We know Motherwell won't sit in. That's just pretty obvious with the way they play. And Hearts won't sit in.
Murrow's probably the easiest in the respect of how they're going to play. They can only play one way.
Aye, and it's very effective, but that's the problem with Motherwell. It's really effective. But no, to wrap it up as well, we may as well get any score predictions. I think you have won this. No, I think there's 4 points in it. I think there's 1, 2. How many games left?
There's 5 games to go. You can
Right, so the comeback needs to start tomorrow. And I'm going to say the comeback will start with a 2-0 win to Celtic.
I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1 Celtic.
Right. The comeback is starting very
Please,
late, right?
please, sir, just make it interesting. Give it 2-0. Clean sheet, make it interesting.
Aye. No, but also we'll see what happens. At full time on Sunday. As I said, massive weekend for Celtic, especially with the game on Monday as well. But Celtic need to get their job done and put the pressure on Hearts and Rangers for that game on Monday night. But I'm going to wrap it up there for today's video, and we'll be back after the game on Sunday at some point for post-match reaction. But until next time, we'll speak to you later, and hail hail.
Hail, hail.